This is where it's at. This is where the magic happens. While we were grading, we cut my favorite grapevine, but it was in too shitty of a spot anyway because this tree is grown. We threw it in the creek just so it wouldn't die to keep it moist. And let's just check on it down here. Oh. Ah, wet foot. Ah, there it is. It doesn't really look like much, but if you look right here, if you look right here, and here, and here, there are little shoots. So we may be able to get it to live, even though there's not a lot of root left on there. We need a spot with more sun and a spot with something for this grapevine to grow on. So I think I'm gonna let it grow up this fence here. We'll try to plant it right there. Here it is, buddy. It's the old grapevine.
Can I put it in?
Well, we gotta dig a hole first, so putting it in is the easy part. But yeah, you can put it in.
I love your hole, Dad.
What?
I love your hole.
You love my hole? Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks so much. I love your compliments.
I've already found the one.
You know what?
What?
If we plant it on this fence, the goats will eat it through the fence. So we should plant it on the garden fence on this side so it won't shade the garden on the north side. Let's go up there. I'm just sitting here thinking, the goats will eat straight through this and the cows will too. They'll strip it off the fence and then we won't be able to pick grapes off of it. So never mind that. You got it, big man? What'd you say?
Can you carry this and I carry the shovel?
Sure. Is that better? The apple trees are blooming. They've leafed out. Next stage, over the next 2 weeks or so, they'll start growing aggressively. And you think about their priorities. Reproduction first. This is the spot I'm thinking of right here, bud. It's on the north-ish side of the garden, so it won't shade the garden even if it grows real significantly. I'll probably put it right in this corner and then try to train it up the fence that way. This fence will need a top rail screwed to it before I can actually let it grow up, or it'll just tear the fence to the ground. It's not attached to those posts very well. What if we put it here and let it grow all the way up on this whole corner, and we could put a top rail up there 8 feet high? Would that be cool? And then we could train it out there if it gets any bigger. Let's try that. Well, let me think about it. Is that too crazy? I'll put it in the corner. We can train it both ways. I'm digging the hole. It's much easier to dig here too. That's a huge advantage. What? Oh. Wilder! You have to stay where I can see you, Wilder! Grace is watering the garden. Hose is stuck. She's watering potatoes we planted the other day. Let's see if I got that deep enough to get most of these roots under. Kind of. I think that's where it was. Maybe it was deeper. Maybe it was over these roots. I think that'll do. Get those roots down in. Alright, you can start filling some dirt and we'll mix it in with some compost here. Alright, let's get some compost in here. Hey, you know, you and I used to sit and eat those grapes when you were about 2 years old. We would just sit and eat them till our bellies were full. What do you have there? What is that? Comfrey? Alright, plant it pretty deep. As long as you have a little green showing, it should come up, okay?
I think it's a little too deep.
No, it's fine. Comfrey, you can bury it. It'll be fine. It'll grow. You want a little compost?
Sure.
Grab some of this and put it in around it.
That's enough.
Okay. Deeper. You can also put mulch around it.
Now I'm gonna fill it. Now I'm gonna put the mulch on.
Okay, good. Good plan. I like your plan.
I'm gonna
All right, good job planting that. You happy? You should water it in a second, and I'll water my grape. Looks like it might rain, Grace. What are you doing? What you're asked to? Thank you.
Can I water yours?
Yeah, you can water mine. Really good.
So basically into muck when the door's muck.
Yeah, into muck.
What is that doing? That's eggs.
You're gonna need that to check the egg. How long this board used to be, and then we'll run long. Hey, don't go anywhere. I want you to stay with me. So basically, you'll just need to scrape off the extra mortar here. It's too high, but you know what? It's okay.
Can I paint it?
I'm gonna paint my line and peel it, and then you can paint. Don't paint above that line, okay? My last little piece of barnwood is going up here. Let's see how it turned out. I think that's nice. You might think that's where the magic is at, but I'll show you. It's not. Not in the last piece. I'll show you where it's at. This is where it's at. This is where the magic happens. That's where it happens, right there. Look at that. Yeah, come see it. Come see how it turned out.
I love it.
Here, sweep it off around that window. And get the other side a little bit and you'll be done. Thank you, Joy. You might wonder what I'm doing. I'm busting holes in my wall. I'm putting 2 air vents, ventilation vents, at the ground level on this side. This has been the plan the whole long. I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it, but I've got it lined out now. Basically, these will be for bringing cool air in, and then we'll have on the south side, the warmer side, we'll have some vents going out then we'll have some vents in the top up here that will let warm air out. But I really just need to get these done now, because my only goal is just to get this so that if the guy who's grading shows up on any given day, he could backfill as much as he could. That's might be him now. No. I've pretty much got my holes the size I need, and what I'm dealing with now with these mortar babies that just inadvertently got dropped down. So it was basically like crowning a little rock baby. Come on, it's the ring of fire. You gotta push that baby out. Just one more push. One more push. Oh man, look at that. Oh yes, oh there it is. Oh, it's a boy. Oh, this one is just too tight. Just a little too tight. Not a lot. I think it's just that little chunk right there. And hold this right there. Used to be 41 inches. And then these two, I should be able to do the same length. 41 inches. This is not pressure worthy gluing, but these will not be under pressure. Okay, here we go. My camera cut off or something. Here's the idea. These are cold air intakes on the north side. One of them runs in right there. The other one runs in right there. And then they'll come out right here. I'll probably actually cut them off flush once I mortar them in. So cool air, the idea is cool air drops down, falls down, comes in here, and then our over here diagonally across, so the air is moving through the whole space. On the south side we'll have some little air vents at the top to let air out, and we can close those and open those depending on the weather. We can talk more about that later. I'm done for now. I may come back down a little bit this evening. I keep telling myself quit working late evenings because it messes up bedtime and stuff. Not always in a bad way, but I'm so addicted to coming down here and working on it. I'm having so much fun that I keep working late into the evenings.
Are you gonna have fun when you're working on the house and not this?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I'm scheming and planning every day on the house. I've had 3 new ideas that'll save time and money. I'll tell you, Grace, about this. I won't tell the camera yet. Okay, we're back after supper. Brought the kids. Gonna do a few wrap-up things because I really want to. We won't run this too late, but this won't take too long. That's what famous last words, right? Huh? Okay. So, buddy.
We just came down.
We just got down here. We're not going up to the rental house right now. I'll have to stand down here and do it if I can reach it. We're gonna put the screen over the end of this pipe. Okay, that's not pretty, but it's out of sight and there's screen on those. Okay, next I'm gonna paint the tops of these black. Just so they don't stand out too terribly above grade. I'd rather have them black than white sticking out above the ground. I was tempting to get a little bit of run slope on this just to make sure there's never standing water in it, and I've got some slope, so that's great. Mixing some concrete. Basically I'm going to pour it down inside those cores so it'll cover up and seal around these pipes. I picked cores that were hollow because they're really it's hard to bust through a wall if it's poured with solid concrete, and so I could pour just like this and fill around those pipes to seal it and re-strengthen the wall where I busted those holes. No, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't want it too loose so I just pour out the holes. What I'm going to do is actually walk inside and go to the top of this wall. There's a little space, and drop it down through there. And you should be able to see it go splot, splot right here. Okay, well that was a huge success. I am done with all the major parts on the root cellar that I'm gonna do anytime soon. I have one little thing I'll fit in, which is just coat the rest of the foundation so that if my grader shows up, he can just backfill as much as he can reach. I am thrilled and really happy and excited with the progress we've made, and now, next working day, I'm gonna move back to finishing getting my water line in the ground so we can close up all of our ditches. Then we'll be retaining wall, French drain, and then we'll just go head on into the foundation of the house. Pretty excited with the momentum. It's really fun. And thank you all for joining me. All right, see you later. Goodbye.